The art of stirring change. Effective agitation strategies in social movements in an era defined by rapid information exchange and heightened awareness. Agitation has evolved from mere protest to a sophisticated tool for driving social transformation. This article explores historical and contemporary methods that have successfully ignited public discourse and mobilized communities toward meaningful action. The following sections will delve into time-tested strategies employed by revolutionary figures and grassroots organizations alike. These techniques, refined through decades of collective struggle, offer invaluable lessons for modern activists seeking to effect lasting societal change. The power of symbolic resistance symbols serve as potent vehicles for conveying complex ideas within limited space. From the raised fist to the burning flag, these visual cues resonate across cultures and languages without requiring verbal translation. Historically, symbolic resistance has been instrumental in galvanizing support during pivotal moments. The Black Panther Party's Black Berets became synonymous with militant defense against police brutality while maintaining an air of dignity. Key symbols include the clenched fist representing solidarity and defiance, peace signs signaling nonviolent resistance, burning effigies symbolizing rejection of oppressive systems, rainbow flags embodying diversity and inclusion. Martin Luther King Jr.'s use of the cross as both spiritual anchor and political statement exemplifies how religious imagery can be repurposed for activist causes. Such symbols create instant recognition and emotional resonance among participants. Carefully chosen symbolism transforms abstract ideals into tangible expressions of identity and purpose. When executed thoughtfully, these images become rallying points that transcend geographical boundaries. Leveraging narrative storytelling, compelling narratives form the backbone of successful agitation campaigns. Personal stories humanize issues and make distant problems feel immediate and relevant to audiences. Narrative structure follows a familiar pattern, establishing context, presenting conflict, and offering resolution. This framework creates cognitive engagement that factual reports often lack. Activists like Malala Yousafzai have demonstrated the power of first-person accounts. Her memoir transformed education advocacy into a global movement through intimate storytelling. Storytelling activates empathy circuits in the brain, making abstract policies concrete experiences. A single anecdote about school closures carries more impact than pages of statistical data. Effective narrative strategies incorporate three key elements: authenticity, relatability, and call to action. Authenticity ensures credibility, relatability fosters connection, and clear directives motivate participation. Digital platforms now enable real-time storytelling that circumvents traditional media gatekeepers. Live-streamed protests and citizen journalism amplify voices previously marginalized by mainstream outlets. Strategic disruption tactics. Deliberate disruptions force society to confront uncomfortable truths. While controversial, calculated acts of civil disobedience often catalyze necessary conversations about injustice. Gandhi's Salt March remains one of history's most effective examples of strategic disruption. By defying British salt laws, he transformed economic policy debates into mass movements. Disruption types include kinetic disruptions, marches, sit-ins, strikes, symbolic disruptions, boycotts, hunger strikes, media disruptions, flash mobs, viral challenges, economic disruptions, work stoppages, tax refusal. Each method requires careful consideration of legal implications, community safety, and potential backlash. Successful disruptions balance provocation with constructive dialogue possibilities. Modern digital tools expand disruption options beyond physical spaces. Online petitions, hashtag campaigns, and virtual sit-ins demonstrate how technology enhances traditional tactics. Building coalitions through shared values. Coalition building strengthens agitation efforts by uniting diverse groups under common objectives. Cross-movement alliances amplify reach and legitimacy while fostering innovative solutions. During the civil rights movement, labor unions supported voting rights initiatives despite differing primary goals. This synergy created powerful synergistic effects that neither group could achieve alone. Successful coalition principles. Identify overlapping interests and values, create inclusive decision-making structures, prioritize mutual respect over ideological purity, develop shared communication strategies. Environmental justice coalitions illustrate this well. Combining climate advocates with racial equity groups produces holistic approaches addressing intersecting oppressions. Technology facilitates unprecedented levels of coalition coordination today. Social media networks connect disparate movements globally, enabling knowledge sharing and synchronized actions across borders. Utilizing digital platforms strategically, digital spaces present both opportunities and challenges for modern agitators. Smart platform usage can exponentially increase message reach while navigating algorithmic biases. Hashtag movements like #MeToo demonstrate the power of digital organization when paired with traditional activism. They provide visibility while creating safe online spaces for vulnerable individuals. Digital strategy components: platform-specific content optimization, data-driven campaign adjustments, community moderation protocols, cross-platform amplification. Viral videos capturing injustices spread rapidly but require careful curation to avoid misinformation. Fact-checking mechanisms are essential alongside emotionally resonant content. Interactive features such as polls, quizzes, and live Q&A sessions engage users actively rather than passively consuming information. Gamified learning experiences further enhance retention rates. Fostering grassroots mobilization. Sustainable agitation relies heavily on strong grassroots foundations. Local organizers understand community dynamics better than external entities ever could. Grassroots efforts thrive when they maintain autonomy while benefiting from broader network connections. Hybrid models combining local control with national resources yield optimal results. Characteristics of effective grassroots movements: decentralized leadership structures, volunteer-based operations, adaptive communication methods, community-led decision-making. Urban youth movements often start small before scaling nationally. Their ability to tap into digital culture gives them unique advantages in reaching new demographics. Training programs empower ordinary citizens with organizing skills ranging from event planning to crisis management. Equipping volunteers with practical tools increases long-term sustainability. Cultivating media savvy among activists. Understanding media ecosystems is crucial for effective agitation. Traditional press still holds significant influence despite digital alternatives' rise. Press releases must follow journalistic standards yet retain activist voice. Balancing objectivity requirements with passionate messaging presents ongoing challenges. Media relations best practices: prepared talking points for interviews, visual materials tailored to different formats, relationship building with journalists, real-time updates during critical events. Op-ed pieces allow deeper exploration of issues compared to news briefings which prioritize brevity. Regular contributions help establish thought leadership positions. Podcasts and video blogs provide alternative storytelling avenues less constrained by corporate editorial guidelines. These mediums foster direct engagement with target audiences. Creating inclusive participation models. Inclusivity is not merely ethical but strategically vital for sustained agitation success. Marginalized voices bring fresh perspectives and broaden movement appeal. Intersectional frameworks ensure that no group feels excluded from the conversation. Recognizing overlapping identities prevents tokenism and promotes genuine inclusiveness. Implementation strategies: accessibility accommodations for disabled participants, cultural competency training for organizers, language inclusivity measures, safe reporting channels for misconduct complaints. Diverse representation in leadership roles sets the tone for organizational culture. It signals commitment to equality at every level of operation. Inclusive environments encourage innovation by bringing together varied life experiences and problem-solving approaches. This diversity becomes a competitive advantage in developing creative solutions. Monitoring impact and adapting strategies. Continuous evaluation keeps agitation efforts aligned with evolving realities. Measuring outcomes helps refine approaches without losing sight of core objectives. Quantitative metrics track progress towards measurable targets, while qualitative assessments capture nuanced changes in attitudes and behaviors. Evaluation dimensions. Participation rates across demographics. Policy changes resulting from pressure. Public perception shifts measured through surveys. Organizational growth indicators. Data analytics reveal patterns invisible through anecdotal observation alone. Machine learning algorithms assist in predicting future trends based on current activities. Feedback loops between field operatives and strategists ensure adaptive responses to changing circumstances. Flexibility remains essential in unpredictable political landscapes. Legal considerations in modern agitation. Navigating legal frameworks protects both activists and their causes. Understanding jurisdictional nuances prevents unnecessary arrests and preserves momentum. Know Your Rights workshops equip participants with essential protections during demonstrations and other forms of civic engagement. Legal advisors play critical advisory roles in high-stakes situations. Important considerations. Permits required for public gatherings. Time limitations on assembly durations. Restrictions on speech content in certain locations. Privacy laws affecting surveillance technologies. International activists face additional complexities due to varying legal traditions. Comparative law studies aid in anticipating potential challenges abroad. Emerging legislation continually reshapes permissible activism boundaries. Staying informed about regulatory developments ensures compliance without compromising effectiveness. Conclusion. This examination of agitation techniques reveals a rich tapestry of methods proven effective across generations. From symbolic gestures to digital innovations, each approach contributes uniquely to the pursuit of social justice. By integrating historical wisdom with contemporary advancements, modern activists can craft multifaceted strategies capable of transforming aspirations into reality. The journey toward meaningful change demands creativity, resilience, and unwavering commitment to equitable futures.